it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely that I would be sitting with Diane van Furstenberg.
Everything you do is at the service of the brand.
Hey, I am Tando and welcome to my channel. I have basically taken the time to watch the masterclass featuring or hosting Diane van Furstenberg. I always say it wrong, I'm South African, I apologize. But she is the founder of the brand DVF and basically invented the wrap dress. That's what she's known for. She's absolutely amazing and an amazing character, like an amazing character. It's not sponsored or anything. I just went about doing this on my own. I'm trying to build up my own brand and start now, you know, start when I'm young and ready to go and don't have as much to lose. Masterclass is basically a platform where there are different types of classes held by different people within the industry, or teaching different types of skills, or just giving advice and knowledge on things that people would want to know. And they do feature iconic or really famous people. They do feature people that are behind the scenes. They kind of do the whole shebang. That's why I appreciate it. And in line of what's happening and the era of technology and internet, why would you not just sit down and listen to someone who took the time to actually record that and teach you the skill? Because chances are, if you had the opportunity in real life, you would take it. So this is why I decided to watch this and take notes, and I really enjoyed it. So this is the need to know, the must know things that I absolutely enjoyed.
What is this class about? It is a marketing class. Go on the selling floor. Deal with the consumers, help them in the fitting rooms. You have to listen, you have to see how people live. It's all about the power of the image. Communication, visual merchandising, the packaging, the logo. The world is completely product polluted. Too much everything, in every color, at every price. So what would your brand bring? Why would it be different than anyone?
So one of the first things that kind of stood out to me when watching this was she specifically said, focus your intention, and highlighted it. So she kind of went around saying, if you focus on just the power and the strength, you will fail. If you focus on energy, you will become stagnant. However, if you focus your intention and you learn to kind of polish it, it will grow with you and you will have the energy and power to move forward and become successful. So one thing that I kind of learned through this and also in life was that if you have a clear goal and you are honest about what you want, being specific about what you want, then you have a clear measurement of how far you still have to go or how far you've come. So I have an uncle that once said to me, in terms of life, that you have to pick the lifestyle that you want, and then you'll know whether you are successful or not. So if you are happy to have a small little cottage with a fireplace and a small yard with your little dog, and that is your line of success, then you will work towards that and your decisions towards that will be made with that in mind. If you want to have a house that has 50,000 rooms and 20 cars, then you will know that you have to adjust your decisions and work for a longer period of time or harder or differently or think differently in order to achieve that. So this is the same in terms of being honest and focusing your intention with a fashion brand. And she made me think about, what exactly do I want out of my fashion brand? What exactly do I want my fashion brand to be? What is my intention? Do I want to have a fast fashion line like H&M and Zara? and just kind of go about bringing out fast fashion that everyone can have, quick, easy? Do I want to have an online platform and have the success of like Polly or Pretty Little Thing? Or do I want to have a iconic brand, a powerhouse or type of couture line and become a household name? Then that's kind of the intention or whatever I'll be focusing on, and I will have a clear measurement of how far I need to go, what things to avoid, type of opportunities that will be made, whether I should take them or not, and whether they'd be beneficial to me reaching that goal. So her saying focus your intention really stood out to me, and one of the points that I really liked. She basically said, and this would sound like such an obvious question that usually family members and everyone else always asks, which is, why do you want to become a designer? Why do you see yourself wanting to do that and become that? And is it basically you saying that you like clothing? Do you like wearing clothing? Or is it something about putting styles together? Is it the craftsmanship? What is it specifically? Why do you want to become a designer? And for me, I've always had the love of creating something or thinking of something, creating it, and then seeing it come to life. Seeing something that was literally in my head come to life, it's sitting there, that's something I've made. Just like someone who is painting, you will paint for 2 hours, 24 hours, a week, a month, but the finished product that you actually see, that is the wow moment. That is the, oh my gosh, I've actually created that, and that's amazing. So for me, it's always been the craftsmanship linked to storytelling, linked to wanting people to feel how I felt when creating that, or what was kind of going on in my head. And that's why I've always wanted to become a designer, specifically in clothing. So why do you want to become a designer? And when you are honest with yourself, which is the next thing she said, is make sure you aren't delusional. So I was like, oh girl, I'm not crazy, all right? I have a goal, I have a dream, which we all do. But when she said this, she was being specific in terms of, if you like being a designer and you're honest with yourself of why do you want to be a designer, you will know, is it because I like the colors and the clothing and the shapes? Then isn't it better that you become a stylist? Isn't it better that you kind of move, if you like, construction and ideas and become a seamstress? If you basically like bring up the actual ideas, you'll become the designer. If you like, you know, the whole order of production, go into manufacturing. There's a place in fashion for every single person, and you kind of have to make sure you aren't being delusional by a big dream when you kind of can be more specific and fit into something else. And the next thing that I feel like everyone is struggling with in today's age is being hard on yourself. Now, she did mention the importance of being hard on yourself, and basically it kind of links to pushing yourself. When you're hard on yourself, then you can turn, whether you see it as a weakness or strength, but turn it into being daring, being creative, pushing yourself more than you did yesterday. Be willing to improve on your craft, learning skills to become better than you were yesterday, but have the idea of appreciating how far you've come as well. And I feel like that's something we always overlook. So be hard on yourself, which is something that's kind of embedded in us in 2021. However, appreciate, use it to your advantage, and be daring and kind of grow your craft. She basically had a moment where she was at a distribution center, or in terms of manufacturing, seeing the process of stuff being made, and kind of saw a print being made, countless prints being made, but the whole process of how the print was made and how beautiful it came out and how technical it was gave her the inspiration to include that and formed and trained her visual eye for print and appreciation of print going forward within her brand. And this is kind of the saying of some people can like dress, but not everyone has style type of thing, like you're born with it, and some people can buy it, but it's not there, like it's not naturally embedded in you. So you can basically develop your visual eye, but at the same time, be honest if you are someone that has a visual eye or not. Is this for you? Are you able to see trends before they come? Are you able to see something and picture it into becoming something that you want with ease, or is that difficult? You should have room to develop that same visual eye. And the only way, or an example that she kind of gave, was through experience. So another point that she had made was basically look at your past and make sure you apply it to today. So look at your past, make sure you apply it today, kind of see where your inspiration is rooted, and if you do have the opportunity to be with someone or get advice from someone that you admire, take it. Because every little thing you can hear or learn from, you can absorb and adapt it to your next steps going forward. In the era of internet, online, social media, and having access to everything, you have to be authentic. You have to have a personality, and hopefully you genuinely do have a personality, but it's about having a personality that people can relate to. So she made a clear point that people always want someone and will always support someone that they relate to. So if you are getting into social media and building your brand and have this vision and mission and your values of your brand, make sure that your target market is able to relate to your brand. So basically, stick to being authentic, stick to being yourself. So social media also teaches you a form of self-discipline and also visual discipline. Teaches you to think out of the box, to communicate things towards your audience, your target market, your consumers, your customers, and it makes sure that you are kind of always aware of what is happening around you.
You have to be close to who you are, what you want, how you want it, because all through your career, the closer you put the product to the consumer and the more authentic you are, the longer you will last.
I really enjoyed that class. I really thought that it did give me some sort of insight. So if you want to kind of get more detail or hear it from her herself, you can kind of go watch it. It's not sponsored or anything. I just genuinely like the class. And yeah, please do support my channel and like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon next week. Yeah, bye.